All right, y'all, check out this tweet by rapper Lil Durk. He wrote, I don't tell nobody my goals or plans. Why? So you can kill it before it happens? That's pretty sad. Are you careful about who you share your future goals with? Al, let's go to you first.
Yes, absolutely. Especially in this business because there are haters. People are definitely praying for your downfall. People are jealous. People will try to blacklist you.
Okay.
I'd say for me, when you're in a very competitive business, definitely, you have to move in silence. You have to also, what I've learned, and this is just a very hard lesson that I've had to learn over the years, you definitely have to surround yourself with people who understand that there is enough money and fame to go around for everybody. Because if everybody's feeling like they're fighting for the same space, they're definitely going to try to sabotage you. So I agree with what he said.
All right. Armand, what do you think?
I agree 100%. Energy is transferable, and I think that it goes on like a lot of different levels. I don't share my goals, like when I do my cleanses and things like that. I don't share them with like my friends or even sometimes my partners, just because they may not be on the same page. And, they might not even do it on purpose, but because they're not in the headspace, right, to really chase their dreams and manifest what they want, they might subconsciously hope that you fail so that they can feel comfort in them not doing the work. So, you never want someone else to be kind of thinking, I hope he doesn't get it. I hope he doesn't get it. Because if you talk too much, that will happen. And also, I think it's interesting, not to really share your goals too with your spouse if you guys are not on the same page, because sometimes the person closest to you can be a goal killer. Like imagine you having a great day and you're like, you know what? I'm about to go become a hiker today or whatever. And they're like, you want to do that? Immediately you're drained, you're depressed. So I just think if it's something really special, something that you want to do, or something that you want, you keep it to yourself until it manifests in the real world.
I hear both of you, and I see how that would make sense. I, however, do share my goals with my friends, but I also have a different standard now on who I call a friend now. And that's changed as I've gotten older, right? So it took me a long time to get here. Before, I would think everybody's my friend. If I'm being a good friend to you, then you most likely being a good friend to me. And I would be naive and think that, because I've showed you love or I support you, that necessarily meant that you were giving it back to me. And I've had to find that out the hard way. It was extremely heartbreaking to find out people that I really rock with and really was like looking out for was not having my best interest in mind. So throughout the years, I've gotten to a point where I just don't call everybody a friend anymore. Mm-hmm. So the people that I do call my friends are very, very, very much a part of my life. And they're not really in the business that much, like they do other things. So there's no competition anyways. But I also have a friend that is in the business, one of my best friends, Annie Alonza, who I can tell her anything. And that girl will get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and listen to my radio show. She will get up and support and post. And there's no competition there. She doesn't covet what I have. But I just think it is, I'm just at a different place. But when I was younger, yeah, I totally get what y'all saying. There's people that can wish harm upon you. But those really aren't your people, y'all. They're not. They're not your people if they don't want the best for you. They're not your friend. They're not your mate. They're not your spouse. And they really shouldn't be in your circle if they don't want the best for you. Those are people that do you dirty.
Can I just add to that? Because I do think there is a way to share your goals and accomplish them, but you have to have a strong mental. So what I've kind of learned over the years, you share your goals, but not as like, okay, let's say like, oh, I want this. I want to get on TV or I want to be an actor. No, what you do if you're going to share your goals with people, you share them as if they already have happened, as if they are so. So you say, I'm so happy that I am going to be an actor or I am an actor. I've acted in this role because now you're saying that it has already happened. So it's harder for people's energy to infiltrate that because you're so confident in your mind that it's already happened to where you're not even thinking that it can't happen. So you're attracting that to you. So when I do decide to share it, I share it as if it's already had happened.
That makes sense. All right, we have a lot of comments. Who that PYT said, I don't worry about that because what is for me is for me. What makes their prayers stronger than mine. Sneaker Queen said, they will take your goals and try to accomplish them before you. Ooh, I had a girl do me like that. I told her about an audition. She undercut me and went to the audition before me and tried to get it. It didn't work out for her. Elle Stanton said, Claudia, that's exactly my experience. And it's hard to realize that. Stopped using the word best friend. And Denise Dort said, what God has for you is meant for you and it cannot be taken away from you. I just want to say this in closing, moving on, because this is something that is close to my heart. When you're out here trying to sabotage other people, you may have some small short-term success. You may get them off a project or kind of like undercut them. But long-term, you will be surprised at how that karma will spin the block and get you on something that you really, really want and that you really, really were good for. And karma will remember, yeah, but you know what? You over here trying to take $1 over here from this person, you missing out on this $1 million that I had for you, but you ain't gonna get it no more because you had bad intentions. So just be careful with your actions, y'all, because karma spins the block.
Yeah, the sad part is some people don't even recognize that it's bad karma.
They really don't, and they be smiling in your face.
They be just
like
all up thinking they just. You're right, Claudia.
It's true.
Stick around, you'll see.
Hey, it always works out in the end. It always works out.
But sometimes people don't realize that they're wishing negativity on you. They're just not in a happy space, so they're not vibrating at a level of abundance. So they subconsciously wish negative on you, and it's not even on purpose all the time.
Some people just don't know that they are just grade haters. Like they're just
Hey,
DNA.
if you're in a position to put others on, to help somebody else, to give someone a heads up on something, do it. I promise you, it will not take away from you. You will get blessed more down the block. You will. I promise you. I promise you. All right. We got to tease. But I love those kind of conversations. We're going to have more like that.